Anybody there? You gonna let us know for live, Bonnie?
I've got nothing. Oh, hi.
I think we should do 59 minutes of this.
Oh, nobody needs that. Although there's 1.5 of me because of the reflection in your glasses.
Watch what happens when I do this. Okay, listeners, that will be nonsense to you. We're just having some fun with the camera before we start. But I think we're ready to go now.
We need to know we're on. Are we on, Bonnie? Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to do the fish opening. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey there, hi there. No, the official opening's the news is now. We're doing it differently. Let's do it differently because this. Right, okay. Break and start again for Chris, who edits the podcast. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney fans, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. Today we are Chrisless, and the reason we are Chrisless, not a Chrisless, is that Laura, who is an absolute ledge, did a walking marathon yesterday. Took her 10 hours from Alnwick to Bamborough, which, if you know the northeast, gorgeous coastline, really good route.
Don't tell everyone though, because I want to gatekeep it.
It's quite deserted at the moment, and so we just want to be us and a couple of dog walkers who know about it. But
We've
yeah,
only been once, to be fair.
she's raised over £5,000 for charity, but she only got back about an hour ago, complete with blisters, aching muscles, and sore feet. And Chris needs to see to his family. Basically, so that's why he isn't with us today, but I think that's a really good reason because hey ho Laura, what a ledge, as previously mentioned.
Yeah.
Now then, we haven't done the news yet because we don't have the intro, so I'm going to kick things off with a bong.
This is Halloween. Missed it.
This is Christmas.
This is space.
That's a wrap.
So this is a Wendy's. Oh no, sorry. New house for mouse.
Well, there you go. Do you know what I noticed?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from our rather pastely toned Small World background, we're
Yeah.
very autumnal toned today.
Yeah.
We didn't.
My shirt matches my glasses and beard and hair.
You're just a big ball of ginge, aren't
And
you?
my single chest hair.
Ooh!
I call him Gareth.
Nice!
Whip, 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 whip. That's the noise he makes. Whip, 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 whip.
I just feel like we've officially reached the turning point here in the UK between end of summer, beginning of autumn, and that is where the colour tones come from. But you know what it also means? It means it's getting chilly in our house. We don't want to turn on the central heating. So I'm going to just lift this cardigan up, which I know doesn't complement my outfit, but it keeps me warm.
Mm.
Right. How are you doing? Who's in the chat?
Well, should we get to the chat already?
Should we run down? Do you want it on here?
Give him a chance.
I'm automatically.
Get your messages in quick, folks.
Right, hang on. Give me a second because we're a device down.
Oh, well, I'll
today.
say coming up also on the show today, we have the rest of Ruben's cruise report, which we started last week and cruelly teased you by only doing a little bit of it. We'll finish that off today. Promise. All aboard. Right, today in the chat we have Bonnie.
Be honest about this.
Yeah, I told her when I made the show live. So Bonnie's first in the chat. She doesn't like when we fess up, but it's true. Second in the chat was Joey. Joey says, "Hey everyone, hope you've all had a fab week." Well, I hope you have too, Joey. I think ours has been all right, hasn't it?
It's been good.
Yeah.
We've had a good weekend. Bonnie's won some trophies.
Yes, she has. Dancing. Yeah. Just wondering if you were going to do another charity show soon. Loved it last year. We tend to do it every couple of years because it's like pretty full on.
And it would be like next weekend. We usually do it. It's previously been the third week in September. So in 12 months' time, look out for us in 12 months' time. But those who don't know, we do charity shows for Dementia UK. And we do like a 6-hour charity live stream. And we just get up to hijinks, don't we? And after about 5.5 hours, we're running out of things to do and say and things that... No, it's about 5 hours that happens. And And then at 5.5 hours, we're on the wrap up then. So we just like...
I did, we had a target and then the last thing was like the devil's toe, is it? And I did that. And it was really disappointing because I had it in my mouth for about a minute and then I just, without any ceremony, just went, bleh. Because I couldn't react because my body just rejected it. So it's not like I was going, oh, 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 oh. I just went, no, I'm out. I am out. And I can have some hot sauce, the hottest sauces. I couldn't handle it.
I was really surprised at that, but it must have been a bodily response because if you could have resisted, you would have done, wouldn't you?
Yeah, my body just went, let's push that back out.
For those who aren't sure what a devil's toe is, it is a chili lollipop. But made out of some of the hottest chilies in the world, isn't it?
That is the hottest thing I've ever had. And that's saying something, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. We've got John in the chat who says, evening all, just got back from a busy weekend in London, ready and excited for the show. P.S. Thanks again for the t-shirt. Oh, has it arrived, John? Because I posted them this week. I hope it's arrived. Well, I suppose it must have done if you said thanks again for the t-shirt.
I'm going to London tomorrow for funds. Well, not for funds, for worksies, but you know.
Catch her there. We've got Ruthie and Verena, and Ruben is here. We've got Jimmy Clements, waving a pink hand, of course. Cheryl is here. Evening all, bad news. Got made redundant this week after 24 years.
Oh, that's awful.
Good/dangerous news. I get the redundancy pay the day before we go to Disney. Oh, well, I hope it works out for you, Cheryl, but, you know.
I don't know your circumstances, Cheryl, but I can think of 2 friends I've had who have taken a good redundancy package, which you'll have after 24 years, good redundancy package, changed their lives, been best thing that ever happened to them because then one went on to start a business, another one got a little booster for a bit of sabbatical. So I hope that you can make some lemonade out of said lemons.
Yeah. We've got Michael in the chat. Good evening, friends. Missed the live last week, making up for it today, but by watching it twice. I think twice. Andrew is here, who says quite simply, hey there. Michael says, exciting news, Cheryl. You must pack another suitcase for all the merch you can splurge on. I'm assuming it's referring to the trip.
Yes.
There. Yeah. So I'm not making a lie. It just, for a second there, I was confused. That's all. Jenny's in the chat. Michael says, amazing effort, Laura. Yeah,
yes.
In regards to the charity walk. Hilda is here. Impressive. Yay, Laura. We've got Roz. Hello from the Mabbott family. Major Blues from Walt Disney World return. Looking at booking DLP in July to brighten the blues. Did my watch just buzz? I don't know. I've got a new watch. Lisa says, even folks, 44 days until Walt Disney World. That's no time. And Cool Pasty is back. Good evening. I hope you guys are doing well. Booked in for next year at Newport Bay to try something new.
Newport Bay.
Only 328 days to go. That's not long either. Not the heating, says Michael. We'll resist it for a bit longer.
This is me, really. It's not Hugh, even though that Hugh does most of the payment. But I prefer to not have it on till the 1st of November. And we suffer all the way through October, like blankets and stuff. And I look at the calendar and I'm like, no, we can make it. If you
tour out and it's winter, it's just not on when I'm working in the house. But to be fair, I'm in a south-facing study. So if the sun's out, it's not so bad. And my work computer can get pretty warm. It's like a little radiator.
It does.
Joey says, sorry to hear about your redundancy, Cheryl. Maybe it's a sign that something magical, job-wise, may happen at Disney. Maybe. I hope so. Joey said, already excited about the live in a year's time. Cheryl says, yeah, looking at the positives from redundancy and a nice start to leaving with a magical holiday. That's true. I hope it doesn't affect your holiday. I hope you have a great time, Cheryl. Verena says, I looked at the... Verena, I think. I looked at the prices for next year and I'm thinking of when to go. I have a different countdown at the moment. It could be / should be around 22 days until I have my second baby. Wow.
Ooh.
I've got a red nose, but I don't have a red nose in this camera. Do I have a red nose?
No.
Nose.
I think when you reach 22, hang on, it is currently 22 days. Yeah. Because I think that's considered full term, isn't it? I think 21 days before your due date is considered full term, i.e. could pop at any minute kind of thing. Bonnie, in true rain form, came on her due day. Very punctual. Anyway, what was I going to say?
We've debated that before.
We have debated that. Oh, do you know what? Something in the chat then reminded me. You know how last week we had a bit of news about the last week in March?
Yeah.
Going all dark.
Yeah.
I mean, on the price charts, it went
Yeah.
a darker colour, so it was more expensive. Well, people have been back on this week, and that week is back to being the pale colour, meaning not as expensive. But the 28th only, the 28th of March only, has shot up to being £5 coins and a dark, dark blue just for one day in March. We don't know why.
Interesting.
Now, what you want to remember as well is those price charts are for arrival date, and they expect most people to do 3, 4, or 5 day packages. So it might just be that that's a very popular arrival date within that kind of week and weekend. But it might be that the big things are happening on the Monday, because that's a Saturday, are happening on the Monday or something. Or do you know what? This could all be complete red herrings, and it has nothing to do with Disney Adventure World whatsoever. We don't know.
We like to speculate, though.
We guess. Yes, we speculate. That's the word. Less guessing, more speculating. So, what you drinking, Huey?
The Tiki Cup segment of the show is not as exciting today. Not only do we not have a jingle, but I'm just drinking water. That's because I have had 2 Pepsi Maxes and a Monster drink today, so I'm just
Okay.
I should have some water, I think.
Hugh, insufferable Huey.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking cherries and berries.
What insufferable fun.
I'm going to show you this because I drink from it every week, but I never show you it because it goes see-through because it's green on the green screen. But we don't have the green screen today. This is the refillable mug from Blizzard Beach that we got when we paid for a polar patio at Blizzard Beach. And we could use this all day and refill it with unlimited soft drinks. And it was good. And I was against keeping it. I'm like, that is just filling up the suitcase.
So stole it.
It's well, it wasn't a stealing. It's ours.
You binge yours and we
Got
kept
it.
ours.
And now,
you're the only one that uses it.
and now I use it every day. I really like it.
We've got Amy in the chat. Hi everyone, it's my first time commenting. Just want to say that this show is fab. You probably when Chris is here, I imagine.
Yeah.
I found your channel.
Today we're only fat.
I found your channel by watching Lucy's video on DLP secrets, and it was so useful. Thank you. Have you got some more of those coming up?
Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, should we do some news? Because we've got,
Yeah.
don't forget we've got that trip report, which will take about 15 minutes, I think.
Okie dokie. So, first bit of news, this is Halloween. We kind of touched on this last week with a few bits and pieces that we knew that we were getting from the brochure and various bits. But it's that time of year when it's not Halloween, but they start to get the Halloween decorations up. So Halloween is kind of arriving by stealth, and it will do for the next 2 weeks. Pre-ween. It starts in full vigour on the 1st of October, those who need to know. But this is what we're seeing so far. Loads of harvest-themed scarecrows in Frontierland. They go all around that centre section near Thunder Mesa Mercantile and Fort Comstock, that little area in the middle there. Absolutely fab. You've got some big orange garlands going around things that I've seen. You've got then going further up in the Mexican area, you've got the Day of the Dead thing, scarecrows, still sticking with the scarecrows. But what I like about Disneyland Paris Halloween compared to the American ones is we do go more organic, don't we? We go less kind of plastic ghost and ghouls kind of things, and it tends to have this harvesty feel, lots of pumpkin-y stuff.
Farmy.
Farmy.
I like that. I like that as a point of difference.
I like the cornucopia float that they use. You know, it feels really, I don't know, cozy. I don't know if it's because we're doing it in cold climate, whereas America has to do Halloween in a hot climate, so it doesn't quite feel the same. But it really makes me feel the weather does this kind of theme. We also now know that M&M's are organising a treasure hunt with a vintage-looking map.
I think the treasure hunt should just be, they should just like leave a trail of M&Ms and you go around and you eat them.
Well, I gather that there are like trick and treat stations where you can get sweets that are produced by M&M's, I presume.
What else do they produce?
But I was trying to find out. I've seen a picture of the map, but I was trying to work out if they like gave out the map, or if it was a map on an app, or if it was pinned up on the wall somewhere. I don't know, or if you had to guess.
Or a map on a cap?
We will try find out between now and the 1st of August exactly what that is, so you know.
A map on a burlap sack?
What else do we know? We know we've seen some merch. We've got a very good Halloween spirit jersey. Well, we're going for Halloween this time, and now I'm seeing. See, I don't wear black, really, but there's a black spirit jersey with an orange spooky Halloween.
Do you wear black? Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Do you wear black?
No, I'm more Powerpuff Girl than I am a goth in that sense. Very colourful wardrobe is what I'm saying. They've also got giant pumpkins in front of the hotels. And when I say giant, I mean like 5 foot tall plastic ones, not just big gourds. Is it gourds or gourds?
Gourds.
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 It's a U in it. I feel like it should be gourds.
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 Mm.
Nice. In the on the website it says, share a thrilling. I just have to say, whenever you look on the actual Disneyland Paris website to find out what's happening for a season, it's like some weird reading comprehension exercise, because what is actually happening tends to be hidden in loads of. What can you give an example, Hugh?
Oh, well, the American one, they'll say, hi, what time does Animal Kingdom open on a morning? And they'll say, thank you for traveling to Walt Disney World, Florida. We have many wonderful parks, and you'll enjoy your stay, whether you're going to a water park or traveling to many of our restaurants. You're going to have a wonderful time. Animal Kingdom opens at 8 in the morning. It's worse than that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
it's
it gets
worse.
there that quick, to be honest.
It doesn't.
So thank you for choosing Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is a magical cornucopia.
Yeah, get to the point.
That it opens at, yeah. Anyway, so I strolled through to find out some Halloween information. One paragraph that was useful was, share a thrilling moment with the villainous masters. Keep your peepers peeled, because Maleficent, Captain Hook, and other baddies will be roaming around Castle Courtyard or Disneyland Park, looking to play tricks on innocent souls like you. Now, if you take that at face value, they're literally trying to like curse you. They want to play tricks on innocent souls like you. Huh. But yeah, so
how will that play out?
Stuff's happening in the Castle Courtyard with lots of villains and baddies. Nightfall with the Disney villains will also be performed on selected weekends. Don't know which weekends. I would think, given it's only like a 5-week season, that should be all the weekends, in my opinion. But we'll see. We've got characters including Jack and Sally and Goofy as Skeleton. And Jose and Panchito will join Donald on the float. I told you we've got a spirit jersey. We've also got a big orange pumpkin Loungefly, which looks really chunky and tactile and pleasing. It's got like, it almost looks woven, and it makes me want to go, ooh. That was me doing a squeeze of the side of it. So I can't afford to buy either a spirit jersey or a Loungefly this October, because it's a bit of an extra trip and it's all adding up, isn't it?
I'll see.
Should we talk about that briefly?
Yeah, we can do.
We bought our annual passes last night. Now, I may or may not do a video about this in the future, because when we have bought annual passes in the past, bearing in mind we haven't had them since 2021, we would buy a one-day ticket, and then we would go to the ticket booth and upgrade it to an annual pass. So we would get there with the ticket, and then when we're in Disneyland Paris, we would do that. Now I tried to buy it online, and the only way you can buy it online is by going through the French version of the website. Now, you don't have to get a VPN, just has to be the French version. So in the corner where it says UK or FR or whatever, you click it to go FR. But that means then that you have to complete quite a complicated purchase in French. and the translate button didn't seem to work on those pages. It worked on the homepage, but not those page. And do you know what I've been doing for the last 87 days, Huey?
Remind me.
I've been doing French on Duolingo.
I gave it up because the notifications on the app were
Too naggy.
they were too naggy.
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious, Bonnie says.
Yes.
It's like I've been on one date with someone and they're getting a bit obsessive, and but also you get emails saying like, no one makes me wait for long. And I'm like, no, that's too confrontational. Look, well, I do. Okay. And in the end, I just gave up. So bye-bye, Duolingo. I'm just going to read my Penguin phrase book instead.
However,
I started doing chess Duolingo.
Yeah, Bonnie's been learning chess on Duolingo. I didn't know that was a thing.
I have
It's new.
I have been doing it for an 87-day streak, which I know isn't a lot compared to some people. But in that time, I have learnt enough French, topping up my GCSE, to understand about 80% of what was going on that page. Hopefully there's no small print I haven't lost.
Yeah, I hope so.
But I have successfully managed to purchase one annual pass for myself with paying a deposit, and I'm going to pay monthly because I'm paying for myself, Hugh's paying for himself, and Hugh's paying for Bonnie. This is how we do our family finances. And then I managed to buy Bonnie's and Hugh's outright and automatically uploaded to the app, which was really good, didn't need to do anything. And then I have reserved 3 days for us in the parks. So I'm excited about that. I will say something that used to be in place during COVID and I thought had gone, hasn't gone. And that's that you can only reserve 3 days in the park. And we're going for 4.
Mm.
But it just means that at midnight of the first day, we can book the 4th day. So we need to do that when we're there. But what happened when we tried to do that in 2021 was we couldn't get the 4th day.
No,
But
we spent a lot of it in Disney Village, and we didn't feel hard done to, did we?
No, we didn't, because it was only going to be a half day anyway,
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
And we went to King Ludwig's, RIP,
Yeah.
which we wouldn't have done otherwise. I
It
don't
was
think.
empty.
It was empty.
No
we
wonder
did.
it shut.
Yeah, but we had dinner at Rain o'clock, which is like 11:30.
Lunch. She needs lunch.
I do.
Lunch.
But for my peeps who do breakfast, dinner, tea, you understood.
Oh, let's not get them started in the chat. People always say, what about dinner, ladies? Like, that's the trump card. Like, but what about lunchbox? What about ladies who lunch? There's so many more. Anyway, forget it. I'm not getting into it.
I pulled at a thread there, haven't I? What was said about this? Oh, yes. And then we also booked a hire car because I booked the wrong airport when I booked our flights. So I'm a little bit scared about that. I've never driven an automatic.
We're having to drive from Czechia. No.
What?
Czechia.
No. No?
No, I
No.
was just making a joke.
Oh, good.
I'm not driving from Czechia.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know it's called Czechia now. Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. I
Yeah.
thought that's what you're on about, and then I didn't want to see you uneducated. Okay. So what else did we do? There was a third thing. Oh, and then we booked a night at the Paris Beauvais airport as well.
Yeah, because otherwise it would have been a late drive in the night, and we thought, let's just do it in the morning.
Yeah. Interesting to know what you would have said.
When it's quiet.
Would you drive at 10:30 at night when it's dark but quiet, or 7:30 in the morning when it's light but busy? What would you do?
We'll try and set off at 7.
Yeah, 6:30. We'll see.
Yeah.
It is French time. 6:30 is 7:30 British time.
Yeah. Bonnie's like, no,
I was about to say, don't make me wake up at school time.
because she's got a new school time, and
you
it's
can sleep
it's
in the
brutal.
back.
In fact, are you going to go to bed soon, Bonnie?
We'll see.
No answer.
So that's it. That's as much as I've got on Halloween for the moment, but I'm sure some more things will be popping up in the coming weeks. And then also, we will be boots on the ground and we can tell you everything.
Yeah.
I am fingers crossing for a annual pass party while we're there. I don't know if I'm going to get one.
Let's see.
Breakfast, dinner, tea. Come at me, cool pasty. I'm enjoying it.
I don't know. Next.
This is Christmas.
Right.
So we now also have details of the Christmas season. Again, they're not thoroughly detailed, but I'm going to tell you what we got. Okay? So we've got holiday stories at Disneyland Hotel. Now, Disneyland Hotel was new last year. We did actually go in it at Christmas. Beautiful. Do you remember? Beautiful.
Yes.
Lots of trees. It smelled lovely. But they do like periodic Christmas stories with the kind of Edwardian looking cast members at the bottom of the stairs. So that's coming back. Holiday projections on main streets, facades, all evening. That's not like a nighttime spectacular. We'll just keep that going. That sounds good. Do you think I think they'll make it look like presents. What do you think they'll make it look like? Holiday projections on main street facades all evening.
Yeah. I do like a projection, a Christmas projection in particular.
I do. I like them when they're just kind of there decorating the street and you don't really realise the projections until they move or wobble or something. Meet Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. That's new.
Oh.
That's new. That's why I shouted it to really wake you up.
But who's watching the kids?
Oh, they've grown up by now.
Have they?
They're on the first term at uni, yeah. They're off with their friends. A new Disney Princess holiday celebration show in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. Controversial. I prefer the princesses in their winter outfits, with the exception maybe of Moana, who looks odd because she wears a polo neck jumper underneath the bikini. Everyone else, I actually prefer their winter outfits.
I like a Christmas princess, a winter princess.
You like a Christmas Barbie as well, don't you, Hugh?
Shall I go get it?
Yes, please.
I've got two.
I know. I bought you the second one. This is some weird thing you just don't see coming after 20 years of marriage. Well, 20 years together, 18 years of marriage. That your husband's going to suddenly get a liking for Christmas Barbie. But I'm sure he will tell you all about it when he's down here. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you that there will be interactions with Aurora and Philip in the castle courtyard. This season's, and of course, there will be holiday meets and greets and merchandise. This season starts on the 8th of November. And if you are going to Disneyland Paris for Christmas, you are lucky, lucky people. Right, Hugh, over to you.
Christmas time is here.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Nice.
They're still boxed. This one's a pancetta. Pancettia, what are they called?
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. And this one's a candy cane. I don't like all the other ones. I've looked at this is 2019 Holiday Barbie, and she's the best one. And I don't like the other ones; they're not as cool. But I did like Poinsettia, so you did well there, Lucy. It's classy.
Tell me, why do you own them, Hughie?
I don't know. They're just. My sister had Barbies, and there's just something like kitsch about them, and I like it.
You just like it.
I just like this one in particular. It's very nostalgic.
She lives in his office. I'm gonna get
under the desk.
But
I haven't looked at those for 2 years.
You had an interaction about the fonts.
John says, "I love that for you." Yeah, well, I emailed a buyer because the one that they pictured, right, this writing here was smaller, and I wanted the big one like this. And I messaged them and I said, "Is this the one with that says?" It's like the wording was slightly different, and they said, "Oh yeah, no, it's this one." And they said, "Why? What's the difference?" And I think they thought I was like a serious collector. And I'd be like, "Oh, it's actually that was a misprint, and this is worth more." No, I like the bigger letters. Aesthetically, that's all it was.
Listeners, Hugh will probably post a picture of this on Facebook later.
Nah.
No.
I won't.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't.
Just Christmas edition Barbies then, if you're interested.
2019 Holiday Barbie, look it up, and 2022 Holiday Barbie, they're the best two.
Right, good.
You should have said I had vintage ones you could have had. I mean, I don't collect. I guess I do collect Barbie. I've got two.
Is there any? Karma just said, "Is there any other Christmas Barbie you want to buy?" This is like Q&A with Huey. Yeah, you.
No.
Is that it? Are those peaks?
I don't know enough about them. I just liked that one, and Lucy got me another one. It's not that I've not spent too much time looking into it, but don't make me, because I will.
Okay, right. This is space. So they've been renovating Space Mountain and they've added a new lighting package. They always call it lighting package, and I don't know why. It amuses me. It feels really like
Sounds very corporate.
it does.
It sounds
doesn't
like an Alan Partridge event sponsored by Castrol or something.
It also feels a bit like flat packed, like it's, it doesn't feel bespoke. It's a lighting package. We got it for, a job lot cost. Anyway, however, it's getting very good reviews. It's currently working on Space Mountain. It's got, I don't think the lasers, what do you call, like Club Barcelona and Heroes used to have it, where they have the beams that go up into the sky.
Yeah, searchlights.
Searchlight type things up at the top, doing all sorts of stuff. It allows for custom lighting sequence at each train launch. So if you stand and watch it, you'll keep getting different lighting things, which I think adds a lot to Discoveryland as a locale just to sit and be, doesn't it? Interactive LED lighting. Not sure what it means by interactive. I don't think you can manipulate it, can
like
you?
a big, what they call light bright. What's that thing? Where you press the lights in.
Oh, I used to have one of those. Did anyone have those that were like grids and you had little stamps and you used to light things up? I used to love that. Cool Pastor says the new lighting looks amazing, but it should turn back to the original. Well,
where is the chat?
Do you want it? We haven't got enough devices, have we? Bonnie Bean, could we borrow that? Because you're not.
It's on time limit.
Oh, I can fix that.
I think it's in here, but don't press it because it's got a cog on it. Oof, careful. Just bought this.
Yeah, and I put some parental controls, which means that we're currently on the time limit with it. So let me see if I can override it.
You have to ask yourself for more time.
Yeah, I might do. Anyway, so that's what I've got to say about the do that. About the Space Mountain thing. Now, then me and Chris are starting this new send request.
Oh, this is what a faff. Yeah, go on. This is dead air.
Okay. Me and Chris are doing a new series called Hear Me Out, where we do controversial Disney opinions. And one of my Hear Me Outs, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You might want to join in there, is Discoveryland in Disneyland Paris is a failed land.
Rude.
Discuss.
Rude.
So that will be recorded and be out soon. Now that, I'm sorry, I can't talk and deal with this at the same time to see if there's anything you can do there.
Enter screen time.
There's a request there. Hang on. I don't know. But while we're on it, here's a bit of housekeeping. We are changing over from Patreon to doing YouTube membership. This means it can be more accessible on the platform that we use the most, which is YouTube. Obviously, it's still available to everybody who does Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the rest of that kind of thing. But we're going to be changing it over to the membership this week. So as of next week, you'll be able to join up as a YouTube member if you want to. That will give you some additional content, all the extra magic time that we've done over the last few years. It will give you all the Quizney Streets that we've done. It will give you some early and ad-free content, but it also means that you can join in on like doing polls and choose, you can interact with the show in terms of like choosing subjects we talk about and stuff. Now then, I can sense you're getting a little bit worried about this. So you talk about something and I'll do this.
I've got nothing to talk about.
Right. In that case, you're going to have to do without the comments.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's happening. We have to send, it says send a passcode request. Ask for more time. We're asking for more time on the iPad. And it says send request. Send request. I don't know where it goes.
No.
Right, good. Was that the passcode? Oh, okay. Right.
There we go.
We're done.
Oh, hang on. You should have clicked that top thing and you didn't.
God. Oh, we're there in a minute, guys. What else can we talk about?
Okay, I think we've done it.
Right, we've done it.
I think. There we go. Right, now we have chat.
Lummy neck.
Can talk to you properly.
I did see something that someone brought up in the chat, which sounded pretty heavy. Verena says, have you heard of the football player that said DLP was racist against his daughter because Chip Ordale did not hug her? Says other kids have more interactions. In the video, it shows that they were not in a queue, and comments do say kid and the cast member should be fired or the other way around, that he should wait like any other person. I don't know about this.
I don't know about this.
It sounds messy.
It does. We don't want to get into anything we haven't seen, but it sounds like an interesting conversation. I don't think it would be an institutional thing from Disneyland Paris. If it's something with an individual cast member, we can't comment, can we? Let's move gracefully on from that.
Yeah.
My daughter has a Barbie from an American air base. Pretty rare, apparently. That sounds good, Michael Jackson. No more Star Wars, Cool Pastor says. Is that because I said it was a failed land? We'll see. Oh, because you want to bring back the moon. I only have the most distant memory of that moon. I'm not a big... I did ride it when it was in the original state, but I'm not a big thrill rider anyway, so I haven't ridden it much. My main memory is of Star Wars. And the reason I do like that is because of the Star Wars soundtrack. It G's me up.
I like it as is, but I like Star Wars.
You do. Any details on how to meet Santa in DLP? Ooh, I haven't finished with the news, have I?
No, we need to finish that.
Okay. No, there isn't as yet. However, the new House for Mouse piece of news is because they are refurbing Meet Mickey, which is in Fantasyland between Toad Hall and Alice's Curious Labyrinth. They're currently refurbing it, so they've moved Meeting Mickey to Studio D, while Studio D is not currently playing. And they've got a really cute little like setup with a big comfy looking chair and, you know, oversized furniture, a bit like House of Mouse. So I don't know about Santa. I don't know if that would be magical enough for Santa. And I don't know when the refurb is due to finish. But I will find out for you. And if you continue to listen to our show, as soon as we know, we'll let you know. Cool Pastor wants Pizza Planet back.
We all do.
Well, that might be part of my failed land situation. Right, the other piece of news that I have is that's a wrap. And that's that they've got some... presumably limited edition merchandise as Walt Disney Studios Park prepares to transition to Disney Adventure World. I still have to do that to remember what it's called. And so they've got like that's a wrap merchandise. And so far I've seen a mug and a t-shirt. But I think that is quite historic. It's the kind of thing that in 15 years' time you'll be like, oh yeah, that's why I got that.
I think I prefer if they just brought out like some classic merch, because it's a bit weird having some merch that says this is closing rather than just like, you know, some old shows, you know, logos on a mug or a t-shirt rather than... It's interesting, but it's not what I want. I wouldn't want something that, oh, do you remember when this was closing and we got this mug that said it was closing? So what?
Okay.
It's weird. I think it's weird.
Okay. I don't know. I quite like it.
Yeah, well.
I do agree. I like the vintage. I love it when they do vintage stuff anywhere and kind of bring back. You got your 1992 raincoat, didn't you? That's always good.
Yeah, I've only worn it like once.
Yeah.
I've worn it.
Bonnie's worn it. Did you get that email I sent you with the trip report?
Yes, I did.
Because sometimes you don't get emails, do you?
Would you like it?
That sounds like she's been lying to me. Sometimes you don't get emails, do you?
No, I have a very eager junk file. Does anyone else have one of those where stuff that you really need is constantly going into junk? But I got it in my actual inbox this time. I guess Santa will be in Arcade B. Oh, that went. Let me find that.
Arcade B.
Yeah, that's at the back of Hyperion. And maybe booked via app like Stitch was for the music festival. Perhaps. Yeah, I think they've done that before. But he is traditionally in the Meet Mickey area, but he's very, very popular, as you can imagine. So they do like to get a little line Bertie on him, so to speak. Adventure World is still a bit of a rubbish name. I'm getting used to it. But when I do go Adventure World, that is literally me trying to remember it.
I think after a while, we'll maybe start saying just Adventure World, not Disney Adventure World.
Yeah.
Adventure World has a better ring to it, doesn't it? But they have to stick Disney in there somewhere. So the trip report.
Yes.
This was Ruben's cruise report, if you remember. A little catch up. So, where was the cruise again? Where was the cruise? Remember? It was a Florida one, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
No,
it wasn't.
It started in the UK, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think we'd got as far as them getting off the boat yet. I don't think so. I don't know if I ever knew where it was going.
Well, we had this was last week, embarkation info and some stuff about restaurant and the buffets. Remember, the buffet's been having like 30 people queuing for an omelette. So on from there, we got to here. It's about the pools. Pools. This is Ruben's cruise report. Pools are tiny but fun. There's a Mickey hand slide for ages 4 to 14 that our son loved, and the aqueduct that was amazing. It goes all around the top deck of the ship and is great fun. Queue times could be 10 minutes or 1 hour 45 minutes. That's a hell of a difference. Lifts are a nightmare. Families pushing in all over the show to go up one floor. I lost my cool with one family that pushed in front of a lady that was in a wheelchair. They couldn't see the problem at first, but the wife quietly ushered them out and let the lady in. This tended to only be in the middle of the ship, as it was super busy. The forward and aft lifts were always much calmer. The ship is huge and takes a day or two to get your bearings, but it's great fun wandering around. There are lots of hidden things. We found Pepe, the King's Prawns door. The King Prawns door.
Hey, Pepe, okay?
Okay. And there's a phone number on it. And when you call it from your room, there's a pre-recorded message. Old school fun, but great fun. The shopping is rubbish.
Oh, no.
Very little merch, and it's done very quickly. Very quickly. Saying that, we did manage to spend a small fortune, but it's not like parks at all. No dress up, a few soft toys, lots of cruise-specific merch, but not great. You couldn't buy princess dresses anywhere on board, apart from
Bibbidi Bobbidi
Bobbidi Boutique. Yeah, I was like, what's the BBB? Yeah. And as mentioned before, we couldn't do it with the little lady, so she was upset. They did have a Jack Sparrow costume. They do have a very nice boutique on board selling designer watches and jewellery. I fancied a watch, but they were more expensive on board than at home. We booked on Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on Pirate Day for our son. I was a little unimpressed. It's not going well, Ruben. We were in there for 20 minutes. They had 2 costumes you could pick from. Both were okay, but the Jack Sparrow one in the shop for $65 was nicer, and this wasn't an option. They put a face paint beard on you, a bandana, and give you a hat, a little drawstring backpack, and a parrot shoulder buddy. Then you say the pirate code. Done. No pictures, no hair, nada. It was fun, but for $200, it felt a little lacking.
Yeah.
You also got the cheapest pirate sword, telescope, and eye patch you've ever seen. We're booked for my royal experience in September at DLP, so fingers crossed it's better. The shows are great. Here we go. It's a more positive note. We preferred the version of, mind you, I do like negativity, as we've established.
Yeah.
The shows are great. We preferred the version of Frozen on the ship to the West End one. Disney's Believe was a great way to end the cruise. The performers give it their all, and the theatre is beautiful. Pirate Night was great too. The show is fun, and the whole ship gets into the spirit. Pirate Night does sound like fun.
Yeah.
There's also a cinema showing the latest Disney films. It's Elio, isn't it? I want to say Elio. Elio. Thunderbolts, which we watched a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, which we saw about a month ago.
Yeah.
And Lilo and Stitch were playing each day. Character meet and greets. I will never moan about queue times again or organisation at DLP. Chaos is an understatement.
Oh, no.
The main guys only appear for 15 minutes at a time. 15 minutes at a time. They do come out frequently. And there are others, lightsabers, glass slippers, etc., that are a lot calmer and more organised. But for your main characters, people are queuing around at least an hour before their arrival time, which wouldn't be a problem if there was space to queue. But there isn't. So the corridors and hallways just get mobbed with people.
On a cruise. Who's doing that on a cruise?
Then people start pushing in, and then the back of the Mickey queue, for example, turns into the front of the Donald queue, only when it doesn't as another cast member has started a separate queue. And then you have a whole bunch of people arguing about who was there first. Oh, this sounds like a nightmare. Manic. Stairs, shop, entrances, loos and lifts, all blocked. Loos blocked. But the interaction with the characters and $250 photo package is great and makes it worth it. The 2 ports of call were okay. Nothing special. It's important to note that there are no meet and greets on port days during docking time. We thought we would get a few done, but nope. Getting on and off ship was easy, but you're at 2 little ports in Spain or wherever. It's no Castaway Key. There was very little to do in each port. La Coruña reminded me of the opening sequence of the British Office, and Bilbao was closed as it was Sunday. Lol. La Coruña had a Tower of Zeus and aquarium, but both were a bit of a trek, so we didn't bother and splashed around on the beach. Bilbao did have a Guggenheim museum, but there was no way we were going to get to appreciate that with 2 kiddos. Oh dear. The kids are out of this, are out of this world. Gorgeous to look at and really take you into a separate little world. My son loved every aspect of it. Magic band entry, all the theming, games and workshops, random meet and greets that didn't happen anywhere else on the ship. 10 out of 10 for the kids clubs. The ship's beautiful and the artwork all around it is phenomenal. If I'm sound like I'm struggling to read, it's because the way this is formatted when I've copied it is it's done like a line and a half each time. So I keep going. I keep thinking I've got to the end of a sentence when I haven't. It's a very different Disney experience. All in all, we loved it and we will do it again. But it was a lot. The other passengers were with either the nicest people you'd ever met, and we chatted with different groups for extended periods of time and had some proper giggles, or they were the worst of what Disney can be. Rude, selfish and pushy. Ever been on Tower of Terror and there's a group of people that know where the door opens, and when it does, they all push the kids out of the way to get there first? Yeah, those people. No. Oh, also, there's no internet. None. Oh, we didn't get internet, did we, when we went on our staycation?
No.
In fact, do
you have to buy a package? We didn't. If you do, I don't know if you need to.
I used to take... I used to use it. I used to sometimes post a picture to Instagram and edit it on Instagram because I liked the editing tools on there. Used to, they're not so good now. And then like I'd have to post it and then delete it, but then it would save it to my phone, so I'd have it. I remember I took a picture of Bonnie in the big round window. You know that picture of you, Bonnie, sort of lying in the big round window. And yeah, when we finally got back, some people had commented on it, and I didn't even realize I posted it because we must have had the briefest bit of internet for a second, and
we kept
and it posted
flying slightly close to Ireland, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then back again.
They do tell you this beforehand about the internet, but I thought it will be okay. Wrong. You can pay for an internet service at different levels. I paid $28 a day to be able to receive emails, no Instagram, Facebook, etc. They are more expensive packages that let you do social media, kind of, but there is no option to stream at all. I think I paid for the upgrade one day and it didn't really work, much better than the basic. In summary, we had a great time and made some amazing Disney memories. The cast members are very much more than Walt Disney World. Much more Walt Disney World than DLP. We took the mother-in-law and she loved it too. We took the mother-in-law. There is so much we didn't do, and for every age bracket too, so we'll definitely do it again. If you do book one, get on Facebook and join the cruise group for your sailing. For your specific sailing, there'll be a Facebook group. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we did.
They are full of useful information. Sorry if it was a mess, Ruben. Thanks, Ruben.
When we went on a Disney cruise, it was slightly odd because we went on one of those staycation cruises that went from the UK but didn't stop anywhere because this was the only way they could function because you couldn't travel internationally at the time. We had to do the whole COVID test up the nose when we were at the port, all that stuff.
That was nerve-wracking.
But
waiting for your results.
I think one of the things they didn't have was meet and greets because they had in the atrium. They had them kind of coming out and doing things on the balcony and waving down to you. And that was actually really good because you'd have to be walking through that atrium and you'd see Black Widow because we had a Marvel cruise day, one of them. You'd see Black Widow, you'd see Minnie Mouse or something going. And that was really exciting.
Tiana.
Yeah, there was some really good situations. They do parades down the stairs. It was all great, but there was none of this organised meet and greet. That sounded the worst to me just then. I can totally relate to everything that you're on about because you are trapped on a floating thing with people, and people are inconsistent in their niceness.
I think that's the thing about people is they're unpredictable, and you just don't know what they're going to do.
I like persons. I've met a lot of persons I like.
Mm.
People, on the other hand, not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get that.
Sometimes a crowd will take on the personality of a single person. Like
Yes.
if you've ever performed on stage, sometimes you'll have a night where the audience is just rubbish and they're not giving you anything back, even though it's the exact same show. And it feels like one person, not an audience. It feels like one horrible person.
Right, we've got some situations going on in the chat. Situations, I mean questions. Kaza says, we are thinking of trying Christmas 2026. Do you guys have a preference on when to go, summer or Christmas time?
Preference? I like a summer. I like the ice creams and the light nights. I love Christmas, but I think I would personally prefer summer just because they're just very different, aren't they? It's just it's hard to choose.
It's
They
like
both
two
got
different holidays.
Yeah, they both got pros and cons.
I might at a push go for Christmas, you know. A well-planned Christmas one, a Christmas one. It's so magical. Bonnie's making sounds in the corner as we talk. A well-planned Christmas one with some good restaurant bookings and that you know that you're going to go back to your room at this time and take a chill at that time, keep going indoors, warming up. But it's like heart-flutteringly magical. Having said that...
I didn't enjoy Christmas last year.
You didn't?
I did.
You did?
And do you know why?
Why?
My fondest memory of that trip is going to Annette's. And I didn't used to like Annette's. The first time we went, I was like, what's the big deal about this place? It's rubbish. The food wasn't particularly great. And actually the service wasn't great. But we've been back twice since and it's been a lot better. And last time we went, I had a little Christmas beer and I took a little vintage camera and we had a lovely time. And we had Christmassy burgers.
And I had a cranberry and brie burger that changed my life.
Yeah, because there was a Christmas burger in Annette's, like a special one. And for like €2 or €3 less, we noticed in the menu, there was one that was very similar. It had like one thing different maybe, but it had like brie in it.
It definitely started the brie, and I think there was an onion chutney in there.
Yeah, so it felt Christmassy enough. And we're like, let's just save a few euros on this.
Yeah, it was amazing. You had a Christmas beer?
Another Christmas beer, and we had a great time.
So, I don't know, I can't possibly tell you. I think they're both brilliant. I tell you what, get annual passes and go for both. That's my
That's irresponsible advice, Lucy.
That's my advice, so that's my honest advice. Cheryl says, I've done Christmas for years and March once, which was really good, perfect weather. So it depends on the type of experience you want. She also says Christmas is magical but cold. True dat. Christmas is very special at DLP, says Verena. We go mostly in the spring, April/May, but October is also a great time. Now we're getting our first ever October trip.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
I will say, I know you didn't ask this, it wasn't one of the options, but I was going to say, I do like the spring.
Yes.
We went in May, I think, didn't we?
We did, but thing is,
Pirates and Princess season.
May became our Walt Disney World because Bonnie went to a school with 2 weeks at May holiday. So that by default became our Walt Disney World time. So we haven't been in spring for ages. I think we'll book Easter this year. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
Because I'm hedging my bets
Next
on
year.
Dole. Oh, yeah. I work in academic years. I don't know. There's teachers out there who do the same. I know. Kaza says we've done some of the last couple of years and it's been roasting. Thought Christmas would be a new experience, but worried people would prefer it in warmer weather. Kaza, if you've done summer, I definitely will tell you to do Christmas because it's like you see the whole park with fresh eyes. It's like you've never been before. It's a totally different place.
It does have that Christmas magic.
It does. The only place you can get it these days, all the Christmas markets around us have just turned into like beer Keller scrums, haven't they?
Yeah.
You just can't. The only place that I'm like, this makes me Christmassy is Disneyland Paris.
I like to walk through a Christmas market, but not engage with it in any way. You know, like in a city centre.
Yeah.
And not buy anything. Maybe a bit of food, but
it's all gone a bit cray.
They're overpriced now, aren't they?
And
a bit, dare I say, no, what's that word? I was going to say this word.
Yes.
That's just for Lucy.
Michael Jackson says, sounds like an utter nightmare. Not going to be booking a cruise anytime soon. Aww, I think there's only elements of it that are a nightmare.
Well,
I think the overall experience is quite excellent.
I think Ruben sounds a bit like me in that might kind of I get more personal entertainment out of talking about the things that didn't go so well, and then I will sort of do that for ages, and at the end go, but we did have a good time.
Had an amazing time.
We had a great time. Someone shouted at me taking a photograph last week, and I turned it into a positive because I messaged loads of people about it, and I got a great story out of it. And because otherwise it would have just eaten me up.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can turn a negative into a positive just by talking about it in a silly way.
You messaged an equally cantankerous friend of ours that you haven't messaged in years.
Yeah.
So tell him about it.
I left him a voicemail about it, and he came back and he said, "Yo, I don't know why you've taken this opportunity to get back in touch with me." He's also going to be on, is it called The Odd Squad?
Yeah, he's an actor,
on
isn't
CB.
he?
He's the villain of the week. I need to find out when he's on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what villain he is. But he's yeah.
Julia
I'm not
says,
sure what he's going to look like on it.
sorry we're late to the chat. Just booked Disneyland Hotel for December 2026. You did what? You're allowed to be late wherever you want. You can bring your diamond handbag next time.
You what?
Good Lord. That's like goals. Christmas at DLH.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Jenna B says, I've gone in March around St. Patrick's Day. Ooh, that sounds fun. The last 2 years, and weather has been quite good. Michael Jackson says Bilbao is an outstanding city. Food is utterly fantastic. We went to Bilbao when I was a kid, when I was about 12 or 13, I think. I don't remember much about it, but that's a recommendation.
Great story, lady.
Cheryl says, your cruise video is what made me want to do a cruise. I don't know if you mean his or mine, because we actually do separate videos, but thank you either
My
way.
cruise videos had some of the highest views of my channel is teeny tiny, but I got a good few views on that.
Hilda says Disney during the holidays is extra layer of magic. That it is. Joey says I did the first week of December and found it so much better than a summer break. It was quieter but still magical. When we've done Christmas, we've done last week in November both times, I think. Yeah. And it's been that I would recommend that. It kind of sets you off.
No, because the first time I was back for my last day of work before Christmas, so it was far into the Christmas period. It was like the week before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I get back to chat?
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to remember. Like when I say my cruise video had a lot of views, I'm going to pull it up because I bet it's like teeny. Look. For me, a lot of views. 1.8 thousand views. You know, I expected to come back and it say 400 and maybe like it's rubbish. But 1.8 thousand views isn't bad for me.
I don't want to brag, but one of mine's got 130,000 views.
Yeah, well.
Not that it's a competition. Just while we're on that, someone said about the tips
Rain YouTube. That's me.
I haven't done tips videos in a while, a long time. And I can make excuses all I like. I went back to uni, I did another degree and I did a thing. And then I got some jobs that were quite intense. And my job generally is like 3 months of really intense work and then a bit of a break. But I've got quite a relaxed autumn coming up. And me and Chris had a meeting like I told you about the other day. And I think that we're going to blitz it. We're going to blitz it. So expect to see more tips videos in the up and comer. So keep your eye on the cloud if you like that kind of content, along with a few of the changes that we're getting. When we say changes, nothing's going away. Everything will just be additions and funness. Right, where did I get to with this chat? I did the first week of December. I've got that one. Hilda says, he's surprised by Lucy's advice. Smart lady. What advice did I give?
I think it was about Christmas or summer. Maybe.
Oh, good. I'll just take the smart lady bit, to be honest. Right. Julia's booked the 13th of December, hoping it won't be too busy. I think you've just got a sweet spot there. I don't think that will be busy at all. Well, I say at all. It's Disney, isn't it? But I think you're just beating the crowds on that one. Julia, at Disneyland Hotel, less than £2,000. 2 nights at Disneyland Hotel, less than £2,000. Never been before. I wanted to go before our girls outgrow the princesses. I don't think in that context Bonnie will ever outgrow princesses. She's never been a princess girl anyway, but Disney is Disney, isn't it? You know.
Chris is here.
Hi, Chris.
He says, sorry I haven't been there tonight. We should be. They should.
We gave the most heartfelt huzzah to Laura at the beginning of the show, so we don't begrudge your absence at all, Chris. We think she's a legend. John is saying, subscribe, press the notification bell, and remember to like the video. Yeah. Thank you, John.
As someone who watches YouTube in the background all day long, people saying, be sure to like this channel because it really helps. It really helps me out. I have to zone that out now.
It does, though.
I'm sick of it.
See, I'm a bit of a sucker. I do like
it's just that the wording's exactly the same every time. It's, you know,
yeah,
because it really does help us out. And it's true, it probably does, but like, is there no other way to say this than everybody saying it the same way?
I like Corridor Crew. Have got some really creative ones, haven't they? Like, there was a smudge on the camera that they went up and going, what's that? When they unsmudged it, it's like subscribe under. That was only this week. Every week they have an interesting way of doing subscribe.
A lot of the channels, a lot of my favorite channels just don't ever mention it, which I think is kind of cool.
I know, but some of those have got 6 million subscribers.
I know, but like
so they can afford to ease off a bit.
Done that without begging for approval.
True.
Maybe that's what we need to help us grow.
What? Not begging for approval.
For me to get over myself and just say, hey guys, if you like this, be sure to like, subscribe and comment, and do hit that notification bell because we do release videos every week, and hit that notification bell is the best way to be updated and notified when we do release a new video.
Cool. Can I just give a shout out?
Yes.
To our daughter Bonnie, the new helpmate, who won a trophy for outstanding cabaret performer this weekend out of probably 400 performers going on that entire weekend. She's little, she's modest, and she never boasts, so I do it for her.
She's hiding in the corner.
Well done, Bonnie. We're very proud of that. Just had to get that in. Joey says, sorry, a bit of a different thing to say, but I love matching autumn colours you two are wearing. Finish the show as we started.
Accidental.
I don't know. Can it be accidental when you're like married and share like a fitted wardrobe? I think we're in. What we should say is we're in sync.
Actually,
we're in tune.
It's like, what's the equivalent of you know, like it's like an educated guess. What's the equivalent of that? But it's not an accident. It's like a
intuitive.
Yeah, but because we're creative types, I will wear this in autumn more than I would do.
Yes.
Another time of year, just because it's like browny, mustardy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense.
I got out a pair of dungarees, not these by the way, that I've never worn, and I've had them for about 4 months. I've just been waiting for autumn to come around because they were green and brown, and then they didn't fit me.
They were huge.
They were massive. I don't know what made me buy them. They were like, I could have fit 2 children on either side of me. Anyway, if we've nothing else to mention,
that's it.
That's it. Yeah. That's all she wrote, so to speak. So thank you again for being with us, and keep your eye on the sky for exciting things going up. If you're not already members of our Facebook group, be a member of our Facebook group, because that's where we put a lot of the juicy information on. And I'm just going to finish by saying, I've been Lucy. This has been a boy. This has been Barbie.
A boy with a Barbie.
Bye-bye.
Barbie.
Bye, Barbie.
Bye, everyone.